What are insurance companies up to now? Find out in the latest edition of The Rundown. Welcome back to the end-of-year edition of The Rundown, where we bring you up to speed on what you need to know to protect your family and your finances. I'm Ware Wendell, Executive Director of Texas Watch. We're a nonpartisan group that stands up for consumers and our courts at the Texas Capitol. Let's get started. Homeowners across our state and all across our country are seeing prices go up, way up, for their insurance. We've been talking about this with the press, and we had the privilege of presenting recently at the 2023 Community Economic Development Policy Summit held by the Texas Association of Community Development Corporations at the Capitol. Their members provide affordable housing, really important work, but when their costs go up, they are limited by the federal government in what they can charge. They're seeing their property insurance prices go way up, which is causing a big problem for their ability to provide shelter for working families. The Treasury's Federal Insurance Office is stepping up to obtain data from insurance companies to study the issue of how climate-related risk may be contributing to the problem. This is a first for them, and we commend them for taking the lead. You can't solve a problem unless you understand it, and you can't understand it unless you have all of the information. But insurance is regulated at the state level, and we need state regulators to step in too by pulling all of the data, making sure insurers aren't using climate as an excuse to overcharge us, and ordering rate reductions where warranted. Texas families can't afford to be price gouged by big insurance companies. Our friends at the Consumer Federation of America have been studying insurance executive pay as the companies hike our rates. And guess what? The insurance CEOs are raking in millions in massive salaries and bonuses. Be sure to read their report provided below. And legendary investigative reporter Wayne Dolcefino has dug into important insurance legislation that was vetoed by our governor. Senate Bill 796 would have kept Texas insurance disputes in Texas. Surplus lines insurance companies are dragging these disputes to places like New York, running up costs, causing big problems for local taxpayers and even school children. We're quoted in Mr. Dolcefino's piece, "Cheating the Children." Take a few minutes to educate yourself. Texas Watch will stay in this fight. More and more these days, the fine print traps consumers like you and me in binding arbitration, a confidential, secret process where the rules and the law may not be strictly applied, and your right to appeal is killed. Reckless corporations love this because they don't have to face a citizen jury made up of your peers, which may hold them fully accountable under the law in open court. It is having a devastating effect on your rights. We joined more than 100 other organizations in calling on the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to protect us from this unfair practice. After harm has occurred, consumers should have the choice to decide whether they wish to resolve their dispute through our courts or through arbitration. Corporations shouldn't be able to force arbitration on all of us before the fact, through take it or leave it language. It's out of control and it needs to stop. Read the letter and learn more in the links provided below. Many of you raised your voices during the legislative session for patient safety, and Texans have important new protections as a result. The Texas Medical Board will receive more information about dangerous and unqualified doctors, which should help keep them from harming patients. The Texas Watch Foundation has produced a new video that walks you through how to look up your doctor. Take 1 minute to make sure there aren't any red flags in their background, and then share the video with your family and friends so they can protect themselves. Your constitutional rights are under sustained assault by multinational corporations each day. Chief among these is your right to trial by jury. Our courts are our greatest protection consumers have, presenting a level playing field where the rules and the law are applied without fear or favor. Citizen juries are independent. Unlike politicians, they can't be lobbied, and they can't be bought. Jurors can't be controlled by corporations, and that drives them crazy. Professor Jeffrey B. Simon details the threats to our civil justice system and our juries in his excellent new book, Last Rights, by Durant's Publishing. Across 10 chapters, he traces his journey through the law and the importance of these rights for you and your family. We highly recommend the book and look forward to talking more with Professor Simon soon. So check this space. Thank you for watching. On behalf of all of us here at Texas Watch, Christian Benavides, our digital content director, and Amber George, our development and operations coordinator, we hope you and your family make wonderful memories this holiday season. It is truly our privilege to help you raise your voices, and we thank you for all that you do to restore responsibility in our state. Remember, knowledge is power, and there is strength in numbers. We appreciate you joining us in this cause for justice.